Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? Today, coming before you for a devotional here, dealing with here in Genesis as we continue. Now we finish off. We're going to finish off the creation story that God has He led up to this point. We left off on day five. Remember, in day five, God produced something similar to what they haven't seen. He has birds, flying in the air, kind of similar like angels in heaven, and he also have the fish, kind of more or less like angels that's flying above and be above the throne, and but it creates this beautiful scene here on earth of birds flying in the air and throughout, going from trees to trees, just flying around and just enjoying the fresh air, and also fish in the beautiful water, and the big creatures and sea creatures, of course, in the water. Now God goes on and finishes His creation. Now watch what He does in the finishing here on day. Now is day six. So day six starts in the 24th verse, and we'll be reading 24 through Genesis 1, 24 through 31. It says, then, then, then God said, then God said, hold on a second, let me turn something off here. Then God said, let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offsprings of the same kind, livestock rather, small animals that scurry around the ground, and wild animals. And that is what happened. On verse 25 says, God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Now, so what God did is, now in his makeup, is his build up to his greatest creation here on this earth. He builds animals and livestock, of different types. You had the lions and the tigers, and you got the hippopotamus and the elephants, and you got the bears and the monkeys and the kangaroo. You got the horses and the dogs and cats, and God just created all these wonderful creatures on earth that roams the earth, and now you have this scene. You have all of the beautiful trees and flowers and grass, and you have the birds above, and the air, and the beautiful music. It's like a singing chorus. You can imagine the sounds each animals make is like a chorus, beautiful, beautiful chorus. And then you got the fish in the sea, and the whale and the sharks, and you just have all of these wonderful animals, and plants and flowers. Just this beautiful scene, the fresh sun, the beautiful moon in the sky, and wow, what a scene! It just, man, I tell you, it's just the most tranquility, that you can imagine experiencing this beautiful scene. But God wasn't done yet. After all of doing all these, I mean, just like now, if you just think about it right now, when God created all of that beauty, all that beauty He created, He had not even created us yet. He had not created us yet. But God has something special planned for all the beauty and wonders that He had created. That's what we're getting ready to read here. In verse 26, it says, then God said, let us Everything else he said, let there, or then God said, let there be. Let there be. But in this one, something a little bit different happened. God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry around the earth. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. And he blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, all the animals that scurry around in the ground. Not that's then okay. I'm gonna finish reading it till then we're gonna talk. So in verse 29 it says, then God said, look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and all the fruit trees for your food, and I have given every green plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and the small animals that scurry around the ground, everything that has life. And that is what happened. Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw it was very good. And evening passed, and morning came, making it the sixth day. Wow. God made human beings to join this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful earth in his image. They were free in his beautiful paradise, and the animals connected with them. The animals connected with them. They were brought into they were just, oh my God, what a beautiful scene. Earth, the freeness, the wonderful paradise. The minds were free. They were carefree. The only job was to nurture, to care for, and govern the earth. Make sure that everyone is, staying in line and in order. This is what God intended for us, to be connected to the earth. This beautiful home he made for us. He made it for us because he loved us and he wanted us to see the beauty. He wanted us to experience nature and how nature connects to us. As I sit in this house right now, and I think about the fact that we're all locked in with nature. This is where we're supposed to be. Nature. So hopefully these were some encouraging words today as you look at the fact that God saved his best for last. You've been blessed. Have a wonderful day.